morning everyone. So today I'm heading for another trip, road trip. It's a one-day trip. We'll return back in the evening, and the destination for today is Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary and a nearby area. So we may visit Medak Fort or and the the church over there. So we'll see how it goes. The first target is Pocharam Sanctuary, and then proceed other places afterward. The time right now is 8 o'clock approximately, 8:03 to be precise, and it may take around approximately 2 hours. It's 150 some kilometer from here. We'll check the Google map right now. I've not looked into it, so it is around less than 150 kilometer from here. And now we are heading for the ORR. So approximately right now the distance that is required to cover is 117 kilometer more for the wildlife sanctuary. 117 kilometer और अभी बाकी है. Tentative time 2 hours something, 2 hours 15 minutes. That is, we will reach approximately by 10:30. 10:30 बजे तक हम पहुंच सकते हैं, unless if we don't take any stop or anything in between. So we'll enter ORR in a while, and then keep you posted on how further route is. किलोमीटर 117 किलोमीटर और है. Weather is not very good. It means it's a summer here, so outside temperature is around 29 degrees. So the day will be going to be more hotter now as we proceed. So it may reach close to 40 degrees. There are prediction of some thunderstorms and rain, but not sure whether it will happen in the part of Telangana where we are heading. So there are some predictions in Telangana of rain and thunderstorm. So अब हम ORR टच करने वाले हैं. Now we are about to enter ORR. Time right now is around 8:22, and kilometer left is around 112. This is a new entry exit in the ORR. It is still, the roads are still not very good right now here. This, I remember when we are going for Warangal, we took the wrong route over here, and it wasted a lot of time. So if you see the left and right too here, so the right is for entry to the ORR, left is the service lane, and we made a mistake here. Last time हमसे गलती हो गया था यहाँ पे, but that was close to 1 year ago. After that, we have entered many times in this entry exit, so now no problem. Little confusing compared to the other entry exit. So Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary is quite an old one. So this was Nizam's hunting ground, and basically they used for their hunting purpose. It was declared wildlife sanctuary more than 100 years ago, around 19th. So 10:30 तक हम पहुंच जाएंगे, 10:30 अप्रॉक्सीमेटली. हो सकता है कि मैं थोड़ा सा बीच में एक ब्रेक लूँ फॉर ब्रेकफास्ट. आई एम कैरिंग टी फ्रॉम होम, बट थोड़ा कुछ नाश्ता के लिए वहीं रुकना पड़ सकता है. सो अभी भी हम ORR में ही हैं. 14 more kilometer, approximately 14 more kilometer in ORR. I think we need to take exit 5, not sure. So yeah, it's 12 kilometer now, so it's exit 5 only. Exit 4 we just crossed. which is now showing 83 kilometer from here. So it's exit 5.
Lane departure.
So now we are about to exit the Pocharam. Exactly 1 hour 44 minutes left, 83 kilometer. Now the left the road will take you to the Hyderabad city, Balanagar, and the right is Medak. So we are heading to the Medak city. It's now around 80 kilometer from here. अब 80 किलोमीटर का और डिस्टेंस बचा हुआ है. 10:30 बजे का अराइवल एक्सपेक्टेड अराइवल टाइम, अनलेस वी टेक एनी स्टॉप. So हो सकता है कि ब्रेकफास्ट के लिए थोड़ा कहीं रुके अगर कोई अच्छा पॉइंट मिले. So now we are in this Medak road.
Lane departure.
So in this road we have a Narsapur, also Narsapur urban park. It's a good place for a picnic or a short trip. It's showing around 20 kilometer from here, and further down it is wildlife sanctuary. So in Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary we have a Pocharam Lake also, or Pocharam Dam to be precise. It's a reservoir. हम वहाँ भी जा सकते हैं, but not planning to go there. In summer it is not worth. In rainy season or in the winter, when the water is full in the dam, the view is good. Now it will be mostly dry, so we'll not go there. We'll just head for wildlife sanctuary and then return back to the church and fort if time permits. वाइल्ड सेंचुरी से वापस आते हुए फोर्ट और चर्च देखते हुए वापस आएंगे, डिपेंडिंग ऑन टाइम कितना बचता है हमारे पास. सो वी आर heading for the first stall of today, other than ORR. This is Didala toll. Not sure how much the charges are. Let's see. कितना चार्ज है पता नहीं है. आज का फर्स्ट स्टॉल other than ORR. Looking for some eating point. Not able to find a good place. Only tea and some snacks are there. Let's see. so most of the offices are closed. So that's why I plan to head on for 1 day short trip.
Lane departure.
Most of the shops are also closed, look like. वैसे भी अभी टाइम 9 बजे है तो ओपन होने का टाइम नहीं है, so that's why it may be closed. But let's see if I get anything to eat. Still in that Medak road, and the road looks almost empty, only few vehicles. Time right now still it is around 10:30 to reach. I have not yet taken any stop. I am looking for some good spot. If I get it, then only will stop for having a breakfast.
Lane departure.
अभी तक 10:30 का टाइम बता रहा है गूगल टू रीच. 1 hour 20 minutes more to reach, so hopefully we'll reach in time. Roads are now more little better and scenic. We have left the city.
Lane departure.
Next big city is the Medak city. We'll keep you posted how it goes. So you can see the side view forest. It's a reserve forest. Though you will not find any wild animals, but at least deer and anthers you can find. Leopard is also available here. We'll head for the wildlife sanctuary, that is Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary. It is still now 65 kilometers from here. But the way to that also is a little scenic and a lot of forest area.
Lane departure.
So the roads are, you can see the beauty. It's a good drive, very scenic, greenery both sides even in this summer. And the temperature has not risen much, it is still 31 degree the outside temperature. बाहर का टेम्परेचर अभी भी 51 डिग्री है, ज़्यादा नहीं बढ़ा है. वो दोनों तरफ ग्रीनरी. इट्स अ वेरी गुड ड्राइव हियर. अर्ली मॉर्निंग में तो और भी अच्छा लगेगा. Lot of monkeys on the road, so if you are coming on this road, be careful while driving. Don't open your windows. खिड़की खुला ना रखें और सावधानी से ड्राइव करें. Speed limit is only 20, but I see people driving much faster. Narsapur Urban Park here also. So not sure where the exit entry is. I think it will be nearby only. थोड़ी दूर में ही होगा नारसापुर अर्बन फॉरेस्ट. This is Narsapur Reserve Forest. Yeah, so this is the urban forest, Narsapur Urban Forest entry here. Now we are heading for Medak city and then the wildlife sanctuary, Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary. After Narsapur Urban Forest at a small eating place and had breakfast. I had idli and vada. It was 35 rupees. Not very costly. Good food. There are not many options, so there is no other choice also. And now that we'll head from here. It is approximately 1 hour something, 1 hour 13 minutes, 1 hour 13 minutes left to reach our destination, and the time right now is 9:30. So it's 10 minutes break, 5 more minutes and we'll head on. So I will have a tea. Just had the breakfast. We'll have tea I brought from home. So anyway, tea is also available here, but I already have, so no problem. चाय पी करके नाश्ता हो गया है. 9:30 टाइम हो रहा है, तो टाइम अभी 9:30 हो रहा है और 1 घंटा 10 मिनट रिमेनिंग है. तो डिपेंडिंग ऑन हाउ मच मोर टाइम आई स्पेंड हियर, सो इट मे आइदर 10:45 around 10:45 I may reach over there. So it looks all good right so far. चाय पी करके फिर back to road. So now we are done with the breakfast and now heading back on the road. अब हम ब्रेकफास्ट कंप्लीट कर लिया, रोड की ओर वापस जा रहे हैं. सो अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 1 घंटा 10 मिनट और लगेगा. दैट इज़ अराउंड 10:45 के आसपास हम पहुंचने वाले हैं. सो वी कीप यू अपडेटेड, स्टे विथ अस एंड विल शो यू द वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी हाउ इट इज़, and also if any other place we visit we'll show that also. Just to remind you that in this trip I am alone, so it's a solo trip, and today it was a holiday, office holiday, so sort of going a short trip outside Hyderabad nearby. So this was the Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary was the best place over here, so for a quick plan, so that's why I picked up and to visit. So now heading back on the road. There is one more option here. I think this looks to be much better than that, but anyway. Some scene outside, nice view. I don't know whether I'm able to capture it because right now अभी भी अब 47 किलोमीटर बाकी है. Still 47 kilometer left. Now the expected time to reach is around 10:50. based on the traffic on this route, it's
Lane departure.
good. Speed limit is 80 kilometers, so not an issue. Just keep in mind that there is you cannot exceed, you cannot drive with constant speed for long. ज़्यादा देर तक आप ज़्यादा स्पीड पे चला नहीं पाओगे because there are many bikes, slow moving traffic, autos on this road. So because of some lot of residential area like villages in between, so average speed will remain comparatively low. That's why I think even when the distance was not more than 150 kilometers, the expected
Lane
time was
departure.
2 hours 15 minutes. So that may be the reason that unless you are doing some rash driving, I think it will take what Google says.
Lane departure. Lane departure.
Lot of farmlands and
Lane departure.
villages in between. We passed Narsapur forest. Now we are heading for Medak and then the Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary. Next, adjacent to the Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary, there is a Pocharam Dam or the reservoir. So this road also has forest on the both side, but in this it's not much greener. It's little less green than the one which was near the Narsapur. ये थोड़ा कम ग्रीन लग रहा है. बारिश के समय में काफ़ी अच्छा हो जाता होगा. अभी थोड़ा सा ड्राइड अप लग रहा है. So if you are coming to Medak from Hyderabad, there are multiple ways to reach. If you are driving, then that's a separate thing. But if you don't want to drive and still want to visit wildlife sanctuary, the Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary, so you can take government buses from Hyderabad to Medak, and from Medak you can take auto or book a cab. Cab will mostly take around 500 rupees, not more than that. And buses fare, I think you can check it online. I don't remember exactly what's the fare, but there are a lot of state bus, government buses which run from Hyderabad to Medak city. But best will be if you are driving your own car, so that will be the best because it's around 2 hours only, roughly 2 hours. And if you are planning to visit only one place, I think you can return by afternoon also. So right now crossing Kompally, Kodipalli, not Kompally, Kodipalli, and still left distance left is around 37 kilometer. 37 kilometer अभी बाकी है. Small town crossed. So out of 37, 20 around kilometer in the same highway,
Lane
and then
departure.
we'll take a detour. Roads are very good, and the outside view is also awesome. Just imagine in the rainy season it will be much is around 14 kilometer as per the display board, and then 15 kilometers from there for the wildlife sanctuary.
Lane departure.
While returning, we'll go to the Cathedral Church. I think it is the second largest church in Asia, second highest church in Asia, and it's a very old one, built during the British time. And then the fort, if we time permits, maybe may visit fort, because to visit fort it's better to come before sundown. I mean, as early as possible to return from the fort. So we'll see how much time I have left. Approaching the Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary. We have entered the entry road. We can see some banners and other thing related to the deer. So it's a reserved forest. Some 5 kilometers left to reach. In between, after Medak city, there was some road construction. There is some patchwork going on, so it took more time. But otherwise, the road was very good. Just 100 meters patch at two places. I think they are widening the road. Wildlife sanctuary. So I've used my own car. So for the safari car we need 10 people, and today I was alone and I don't see many people nearby, so they asked to take this car only. It's 4.5 kilometer trail. It looks awesome. Both side greenery, natural forest. And for the taking the own car, it's 100 rupees charge. There was no one in the ticket counter, so that guy took 100 rupees from me. I'm not sure whether it will be officially counted or not, but that's okay. My work is done. I have entered the sanctuary. Let's see, I can find any animal. There is a peacock, but it's not getting captured. Looks scary, but it's okay. I don't think there will be any wild animal. I see peacock sound, if you can hear. I'm not sure if it's captured in the camera. I don't see the peacock, but their voices are shouting it. So in rainy season it may be greenery, but it may be more dangerous. But I think winter may be the best part. Some strange noise. Not sure what it is. So first time within the jungle, alone, in my car. Still to trace any deer, only peacock I have seen. There is some watchtower. Maybe we'll try to see if I can go there. If you can see, there is a bird. So taken a stop in between, and now if you can see, the Pocharam Dam, you can see from here. It's doesn't allow to go. It's closed. It's bounded. So the dam view थोड़ा सा दिख रहा होगा आपको. जंगल के अंदर है. I don't see any. It is, I think in the summer it is all dried up, very hot outside. Deer may be hiding in somewhere in the shade. View from the watchtower. So this is the first level of the watchtower. Far off you can see the dam, but the water is little dried up. Lot of green weeds I see. We'll go here. The view is awesome. You can see. So this is the Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary. I don't know about how many wildlife animals are there, wild animals are there, but at least it's very beautiful. बहुत ही खूबसूरत. In the summer it looks so good. So you can imagine in the rainy season or in the winter, if you come, it will be very good. Today there is virtually no one. I am alone. There were 2 cars there, but I think they were having picnic. I'm not sure whether you can see, but there is one animal. There is a peacock in under the shade. If you can see, it's moving. So there is one deer here. Not a spotted deer. Not sure if you can see, but lot of deers are here. Spotted deers. So now I am heading to Medak Fort, and then from there we'll go to the church. Both the places will not spend much time, and then return home from there. So Medak Fort is about 15 kilometers, that is 21 minutes from now, and then from there I think it's around 20 minutes more. Need to see how much time it is take, but I think it will not. So now back on the road and towards Medak Fort. Expected time to reach is 12 p.m. Exactly 12 p.m. 15 kilometers from here. So if you come on winter, it will be much better. Outside is very hot, but inside the forest you will not feel like it's too hot. Though the trees are dried up, most places you will find dry. Early morning will be much better. As I mentioned earlier, that we'll go to the Medak Fort for after the Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary, but on the way I decided not to enter the fort, just had a view from outside and then headed to the church. Reason being, the road was too narrow and I was not finding a suitable parking place. Plus, the temperature was very high. It was very hot. So decided against visiting the fort and from inside, and then went to the church instead directly. So you can see the view Cathedral Church. So reached over here. From here we'll head back home. If you can see the church, it looks very big. It's the second highest church in Asia. It's a very old one too. So now we are done with the church also, the Cathedral Church, the second highest church in Asia. Now we'll head for home. The time right now it's 1 o'clock, 1:05. Maybe two and a half hour it will take. I will take a small break in between and try to see if we can get any lunch on the way. Otherwise we'll straight back, go home and then have lunch. It may take around 2 hours 15 minutes. Now heading back home. Time approx kilometer right now from here is 100 something, 100 plus 105 or something. Views. I'm not sure if it is captured properly. The temperature outside is 38 degree, so it's become a little hotter. I was expecting to touch 40, but it is not, so it's still better. So compared to my expectation, and I think it will now further reduce because it's 120 right now, so I don't see that temperature may increase further. It may go down from here. The route is very scenic and you will enjoy it depending on which weather you are coming. So it may become more pleasant if you are in the rainy season or in the winter, but in the rainy season it will be difficult for the safari. It may become more dangerous and muddy. The road is like the trek is all with, it is not concrete, so in the rainy season I not recommend. I'm not sure whether the safari remains open or not, but definitely you should come after the rainy season.
Lane departure.
At that time the forest will be green. In the summer also it is good right now, and maybe further one more month it may become a little more hotter, but till March, April it should be pleasant if you come for the safari. The road anyway, anytime it will be much better, and I think there was a small stretch where after Medak city some road construction is going on. They are widening it. I think they are making it two-way. So if you come after 1 or 2 months, I think you may find much better road at that part also. So now Valley Road, the forest road basically, the outskirts of Medak. Now we are about to reach Narsapur. This road may be become more scenic in the winter or in the rainy season. Right now also it looks very good. So this is Narsapur Forest Urban Park. It's on the way to the Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary. So this, you can also visit this one, but we'll plan for this in some other day. Maybe when there is the winter or when there is a rain, a pleasant weather. Today it is very hot right now. So now I just stopped by and to show you and then continue on my journey. So we are now on the ring road, outer ring road. We'll reach around at 3:10.
Lane departure.
36 kilometer more for our home.
Lane departure.
So we'll end our video over here. And thank you for being with us. We'll come back with some other adventure or trip. Thank you.